How much weight can you lose in 24 hours? My goal is to lose 10 kilos by this time tomorrow. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of October, and it's 6:30 in the morning. I'm going to be attempting some pretty extreme methods that professional athletes use to lose weight fast. I honestly don't know if I'll make it through the day, let alone 24 hours. So, there only leaves one thing to start this challenge. And the first thing I'm going to do is absolutely destroy myself in a workout and sweat as much water as I can out and hopefully burn as many calories as possible. Oh, and my first technique, it might seem a little bit counterintuitive, and it's not as extreme as the ones coming up, but I'm going to be drinking as much water as possible for the first 6 to 12 hours. So when I overhydrate, my body's going to want to process and get as much of this fluid out as possible. So if I stop drinking all of a sudden, it's just going to dehydrate me more, which is going to get rid of more water weight. So I've got to get a lot of water in this next 12 hours. Just finished my warm up, which means I'm now onto the hardest part of the workout. It's going to be over 40 minutes long, absolutely slog, but it's going to burn plenty of glycogen, plenty of calories, get me sweating and lose me weight. I'm well on my way to hitting my goal of 10 kilos lost in 24 hours. That is the workout done, absolutely destroyed me. I tried to keep the intensity really high so I burn through more glycogen, obviously sweating it out too and burning calories. But the main reason it's high intensity so the glycogen burns through, obviously drops more weight. So that's one of the many techniques down, and unfortunately not even the hardest one. Back home now, which means it's time for some calories. I'm not going to be having solid foods though. It's going to add some unwanted weight. I'll be having a protein shake so I can get my protein in, but more importantly, continue getting liquids in. What I don't want is to eat lots of carbohydrates because every gram of carb we have, we're going to attract 3 to 4 grams of water, which is going to put a lot of weight on. Like I said in the gym, I want to burn that glycogen. I want to get rid of the carbs in my body so I can get rid of the water that are with it. That's why today is just going to be pretty much all protein. No carbohydrates, no fiber. Fiber is going to attract water in that too. We're just going to be having protein and obviously in a massive calorie deficit. So I'm going 96 grams here, just over, which is a lot of protein. The cup is like all protein. So that amount of protein powder is going to be about 75 grams of protein. A lot. Like I said, I want to get most of my calories and water liquid in to start the day. So this is the worst looking protein shake I've ever had. It's literally clumpy, looks disgusting, but I think this is good actually, because it's making me feel sick. All right, that's a protein shake down, which means breakfast is done. Next time I see you guys, it's going to be our first weigh-in of the day, which will be 4 hours into the challenge. I'm hoping I've lost a couple of kilos or at least a little bit. I know it's not going to be the biggest drop of the day because I'm drinking lots of liquid still, but we need to see some weight loss on them scales. All right, we're just after 10:30, which means it's been pretty much 4 hours and it's our first weigh-in. My goal here, if I could get 2 kilos, I think that's a great start, like a really good start. Do I think we'll get 2 kilos? No. I think with the protein shake, the amount of water I've been drinking, I'm not going to get 2 kilos. Hopefully so. The minimum we need is 1 kilo. If I don't have a kilo, I'm in serious trouble. I honestly don't reckon I'll get the 10 kilos. But if I'm over a kilo, we're on track. Ideally 2. We are 1.4 kilos down. So 101.7. Hopefully you can see that. It was where I was hoping I was going to roughly be. Didn't think I would get 2 kilos. I didn't know, but I was hoping I was over a kilo. So 1.4 kilos, I think that sets us up really good heading into the next weigh-in. Before the next weigh-in, I'm going to pretty much cut all my liquids off. I'm going to try to get as much fluid as I can in over the next 2 hours. And then after that, pretty much going to cut it off for the rest of the time. Just have a few sips here and there, which means my next weigh-in, I should see a decent drop. At least I hope so. All right, we've got to get this water in. So got 1.5 litres here. 1.5 litres down. Less than 90 minutes left drinking. Another thing I'm trying to do is if I'm not on my laptop working, I'm just going to try my best to just move as much as I can. Go for walks, do some housework, whatever it is. As long as I'm moving, that's a good thing. I want to burn as many calories as I can today. And obviously, once I stop drinking, I want to use as much as the liquid I can in my body. Basically, dehydrate myself and lose as much weight as possible. So moving as much as possible is the goal. It's just up 12 now, which means the hard part's going to start. I'm pretty damn hungry at the moment and training was hard, but I think the hardest part is going to be not having any liquids. I'm finishing off with some caffeine. Probably a bad thing, if anything. Probably going to make me feel thirstier. Might make me pee a bit more, but I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing I'm finishing with caffeine. I just want a bit of an energy hit. I can't see myself drinking much from this point onwards. Just small sips here or there if I've got a really bad headache or I'm super dehydrated. For me, I think this is going to be the hardest part, and I've still got a long time, and I'm busting for a pee right now. So for lunch, I've got this U-Foods meal here. Out of all the meals I got, it was the one highest in fat and protein, but not as many carbs, so that's why I've picked this one. Now, it's going to be 816 calories, 41 grams carbs, 52 grams of fat. So this should put me over 1,000 calories for the day now, which will be great for the way I'm feeling, but also get the much needed food in after drinking so much. Got to heat it up first, but I'll get this in and probably catch you guys next time I weigh in. This is actually a great tasting meal, but for 52 grams of fat, you want to hope it is. Alright, it's bang on 2:30 now, which means it's been 4 hours since our last weigh-in. I don't expect a massive drop. I think the next 4 hours will have the biggest drop, but I do expect to be less than we were this morning. At least I hope so. So, got the scales here again. Okay, we are 100.5. 100.5 kilos means we're 2.5 kilos down. Pretty much 2.5 kilos, just over. So the next 4 hours, I'm going to try my best to get some movement in, continue peeing, because I have not stopped peeing from all the liquid I've had, and hopefully drop a lot of weight. So our next weigh-in is very, very positive. I spent the last 15-20 minutes outside, and it's honestly like a sauna out there. I was sweating a lot. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, very hot out there. Hopefully I got a little bit of a tan and also got a little bit more liquid out. So I'm thinking about going for a walk soon, and then after that I have a secret weapon I'm going to pull out, which is hopefully going to give me the biggest results we've got so far today. It's now past 4 p.m. and I have been procrastinating this walk for a long time. I have no energy, I'm very hungry and thirsty, but it's got to be done. I'm also getting a bit nervous because we're approaching the halfway point for time, and I know that I'm not halfway with the weight. So I've just got to get this walk in. It's going to help with the weight loss, and I need all the help I can get right now. So let's get this walk done. The walk is done. 4 kilometers down, just an easy stroll. But I was happy I went out there. Got a little bit of sweat going, but most importantly, just got the body moving. I'm about an hour off my next weigh-in, so I'm very interested to see what that is. And that is when I'll see you guys next. It is now 6 p.m, which means it's weigh-in time. I was going to do 6:30, but I've got something on. It's what I'm calling my secret weapon for this whole thing. So, time to weigh myself. And the whole reason I'm weighing myself in the kitchen is because it's the only flat surface I have here that I can fit the camera into. Exactly 4 kilos down. 99.1 kilos. So we're pretty much at the 50% point with the time and 40% with the weight. Yeah, we're lagging a little bit, but like I said, I got a secret weapon coming up. So I'm confident. I'll see you there. Alright, I'm at the secret weapon. It's a sauna. I've got 45 minutes in here, and I'm hoping to get a lot of sweat happening and yeah, get that body weight down. I'm starting to sweat a lot, which is great. That is 45 minutes done. I am very sweaty. Close to 60 degrees for most of that. But glad that's over. That's the sauna done, and for that reason I am very happy. It was a bit of a struggle towards the end, even in the float bath. Very hot, sweating, and I haven't got much energy right now. Also very, very, very thirsty. I'm actually super, super thirsty. I'm going to have a couple sips of water because I don't want to die in my sleep. I am very curious what I weigh after that, but I don't know if I should weigh because I want to leave it a surprise. But stuff it. We'll weigh. So I think last time I was 4 kilos, pretty much 4 kilos down. I got no idea what I want to be after that, but I'm curious. Let's see what I weigh. Yep, 96.9 kilos. $6.2 kilos. I am very happy with that. That literally leaves me with 3.8 kilos to lose. I honestly think I'm in with a good fighting chance here. It's going to slow down a lot though, because I am running out of water in my body. But 6.2 kilos, that is great. I am going to try and hit the gym tomorrow before my last weigh-in, which, like I said, I'm in with a fighting chance here. It's going to come right down to the wire. I honestly don't know what way it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be fast or slow weight loss through the night. Honestly, it's anyone's game right now. So I am looking forward to tomorrow morning, and I'll catch you guys then. It is now the next morning and it's 5 a.m. We've got 90 minutes left. We are running out of time, but we do still have time. I'm about to head to the gym for a weight session. I already had a weight session booked in because ideally I would have been doing cardio to sweat more, but weight session's fine. I'm going to head there, do that, then come back. But on the way back, I'm going to run back. So hopefully I sweat a lot more. By then, 90 minutes will be up and it'll be time to do our last weigh-in. And hopefully we've hit the goal of 10 kilos. I'm not going to weigh myself now. I'm going to save it until I get back. So I'm just going to head to the gym now, smash a weight session out. It's also a session from my program in the description. Then on the way back, I'm going to run, sweat it all out, hopefully, and hit our goal of 10 kilos. So I'll catch you guys at the gym.
Alright, I finished the gym session. It was a struggle towards the end, a bit lightheaded, weak, but we got it done. Now I'm 2 kilometers from home, so I'm going to run there and hopefully sweat this last bit off. I feel like absolute crap. Almost at 2k, absolutely in pain. My heart rate's so high and I'm running very slow for my usual pace.
Okay, it's now been 24 hours, just over. It's Wednesday the 23rd, if you can see that, 6:34 a.m. So that means we're just over 24 hours and it's time to weigh in. I got the scales there, just finished that last run, which was really hard. My heart rate was super high, but got it done. 24 hours is up, I'll weigh in, then I'll rehydrate. Also, when you do rehydrate after being so dehydrated, make sure you don't just smash lots of water and dilute your body's sodium. Have your electrolyte sodium with it. Okay, it's time to weigh in. I don't really have a prediction. I got no idea. I haven't peed that much since last night. Let's see. $95 kilos. I am happy with that. Hopefully you can see that it's not backwards. 95 kilos. That means I have lost 8.1 kilos. 8.1 kilos. Damn. That's a lot of weight to lose in 24 hours. So I'm pretty damn happy with 8 kilos. I think the last 12 hours sucking and being a bit of a struggle, especially after the sauna, has made it feel a lot better. As struggle always do make the wins feel better. So I am super happy with that. So yeah, that's the video. I didn't hit my goal, but I got 8.1 kilos. So pretty damn close, to be honest. Very, very happy with that. Now, it's probably good to mention that almost all of that was water weight, what we call, not actual fat loss. I would have been lucky to lose 400, 500 grams of fat in the last 24 hours. So almost all of that is water weight, and it will be put back on within the next couple of days. So I don't think it was fat loss. It was only water loss. But thank you for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, I think you'll enjoy this video where I go through a 2-week fat loss process and just show you how that was. As always, have a good day and thank you for watching.